Not what you want to see out of the window of your plane. This time it was Southwest's turn to scare their passengers when the engine cover of this flight from Denver to Houston flew off this morning.
Let's go ahead and declare an emergency for Southwest 3695, and we'd like an immediate return.
The FAA says the plane's engine cover detached during takeoff, striking a wing flap and forcing them to make an emergency landing. It's important to note, while the plane was made by Boeing, the engine was made by a company called CFM. And of course, this is just the latest in a growing list of close calls on board U.S. commercial flights in recent months, the most high profile being when the door plug on an Alaska Airlines flight blew out while they were still in the air, or last month when the wheel came off a United plane that was taking off from SFO.
We've got several events, but none of which seem to be related. This one this morning, more than likely a maintenance issue, despite some very scary and publicly seen events. Our aviation system in the United States is very safe.
And these incidents are rare. There hasn't been a commercial aviation disaster in the U.S. since 2009. Meanwhile, Boeing paid Alaska Airlines $160 million for after the door panel incident, and the FAA has launched investigations into all of the incidents.
We're here beside parking lot D, which is largely a collection of lots for employees at SFO. Runway 28R goes right over here. That is where the wheel came off, and depending on where you were in a parking lot, you were either very lucky or very unlucky.
You see the wheel fell off from where?
Off a plane, lands here.
What the? I mean, I was so lucky then, because just 2 cars away, I'm almost the one.
That's William there, a very lucky SFO employee whose car was just 2 spots away from where that tire came down. Now let's talk a little bit about the path of the tire. And we can do that by taking a closer look at the car. You can see the smudge of rubber on it. And if you back up a little bit, you can almost see the curvature of a tire or a wheel there on the side of the car. And from there, you look behind the car that was hit. The K-rail also has what appears to be a big smudge before the wheel went crashing through the fence on its way to the next parking lot. Now the next parking lot is where they clean the Hertz rental cars. You can see the tire sitting there where a bunch of employees walked up to kind of check it out and just guffaw at the spectacle that had literally fallen out of the sky there. Now I'm told by some folks who work at SFO here on the property that there's plenty of surveillance systems that might have caught the video of this thing bouncing and ricocheting through the parking lot, but incredibly fortunate that no one was hurt here. And just beyond the parking lot on the other side of the camera here is Highway 101 and a number of very busy roadways, so just a matter of seconds on the trajectory of that tire could have made a huge difference. Fortunate that it wasn't worse than what we saw.